And as usual, falling behind on the videos a little. I've been out in some areas looking for trees fallen over. It's too little snow to use the snowmobile yet. So that's usually the easiest way to go over the forest and find problems. But that's not the main focus on this video. It will be about the calibration of the measuring of the harvest head, because I could never really fully get my head around it. Last winter it was measuring really well at the important breaking points, so it looked a little more at it, had found another pipe to help that is a fixed size and looked at, but you can just calibrate against one diameter and then the other goes out of with the login codes I have, but should be higher things where you can have a bunch of pipes and do a base calibration against, but I didn't get around to that far, but ended up getting support, and a big thanks you know who you are, from a viewer here that also knows these machines quite well, even if he has newer machines these days. I mean, an old dinosaur. Also problem with some of the trees being too big, that they will be discarded as timber because the industries in the region, none that I know of really works with really large trees these days, and it's not that many, but a couple of pieces I will have to discard as pulp because of their size. So I have measured a bunch of trees with the timber tails, and you get the data logged in that compared to what the machine says, and you can go into the computers and like process the data from the timber tails. But it needed a whole bunch of trees because it was complaining that it didn't have enough measuring points to do a proper calibration. But I have measured quite a lot of trees. One day I was more outside the machine than inside, I think, and now it seems to measure quite well. It's both a little up and down on the trees I test now. Length seem to be a tiny bit too long. It makes them like 1 centimeter too long, pretty. But I'm not gonna mess with that anymore now. I will do a test tree here and there from this point on, and as long as it's up or down within 2% or something, even on the bigger trees, it's good now. So hopefully it will be keep the measuring good. And there are issues. It was hard to find trees that are good and straight, because a lot of the forest here is ugly. If it's not rotten, it has bends and crooks and double tips, and well, it should have been cut down a long time ago, but it is what it is, and luckily at least more than half here in this area seems to be good enough to be timber. Last year's logging, I think roughly 50%, maybe not all that bad, but quite a lot was sent off to pulp because of it being rotten or crooked too badly. And it looks really slow watching myself on video, well, especially when you compare to the professionals that do this full time and post videos. And it takes more time here also with lining things up nicely and for measuring. But so there are some good news, and there will come more videos. I have enough for a few more posts, so And as usual, if anyone has any questions, don't hesitate to comment. I will try to reply. And thanks for all the support I get from viewers.